Hello and welcome. Silrace here with Star Citizen, and it is time to look around the inside of Port Olisar. So I am gonna walk around all over the inside of the Port Olisar and, well, talk about what I find, talk about what I think of it, and so forth. This is obviously the, well, I guess the persistent universe part of the game as we have it right now, where you can spawn your ships, fly around like a lunatic, and do all sorts of other things out there. But this is the inside look of the space station, as in indoors look of it. So when you come into Port Olisar, you wake up in one of these beds, which is kind of like a cubicle or whatever, like a cube little thing. You, well, mind a step. That is something I was wondering around the first time I saw it. I was like, okay, am I supposed to be mindful of my step? Or is this where my mind is supposed to take steps? Anyway, the fact that there is like attention to detail here again really shows. I really enjoy that. It's like you have the little warning signs, you have a table with a some kind of a hollow thing. I'm guessing this hollow thing is already pre-made for like to work as a tutorial thing. That very much looks like it. The fact toilet paper still looks like toilet paper in the future is kind of funky. And I have no idea what that other thing is. Some kind of a bottle of something. Alright, but danger, high voltage. Anyway, let us walk outside. And the first thing I noticed when I walked here was this thing. You know what that is, right? I am sure you know what that is. And it's one thing I have been like kind of criticizing the devs early on when I was starting to make videos. Like, almost like, because like none of the ships had a fire prevention system to help you stop any fire, which is, you know, would be really bad inside a spaceship like that. It would be horrible to have a fire in there if you have like oxygen and a proper like, you know, atmosphere inside the ship. You need something to snuff it out before it sucks out all the oxygen, because, well, fire needs oxygen to burn, you know? That kind of stuff. So anyway, yeah, I was complaining about that during the Origin 300i impression video, the first one I made, and then they added one of these things into the Origin 300i later on. I'm really happy about that, and the fact that they instantly had it right here, absolutely fantastic. Right, so there are a couple ways out of here, but firstly let's look at this crab eat. I am still not 100% sure if that is a C or a G or a G, you know? Grab eat or crab eat. I am assuming it is a C, but it could, like, if you look at it, it could be both, right? It could be C or it could be a G. Anyway. So yeah, vending machines for instant food. You cannot go into the women's bathroom, but actually you cannot also go into the men's bathroom, because it does not open. Anyway, a reception area kind of, where you have some stuff, you know, people to just lounge around, sit around. You cannot sit on these benches, which is a little bit of a disappointment. I would like to have little bit of a conversation with somebody around here, but you cannot. A slight bit disappointing. Also, power up. I'm assuming this is some kind of a energy drink or whatever thing, some kind of a soda machine. So there is that, and there is a this thing. I don't know, is this a garbage bin? I mean, obviously it has a garbage, you know, bin logo, which we are all familiar with, on it. So it is a garbage bin, but how does it work? That is what I wonder. How does it work? Anyway, so all of these doors... come on. So all of these doors should lead into similar pods as I came out of. Hey, come on, open the door. Oh, okay, never mind. It doesn't want to let me in. Okay, I can't go into anybody else's pod, but just my own. And there is even a second one. Isn't that brilliant? Yes, it is. Ishab. I laughed myself to half death when I first saw that you know, too easy Ishab. Anyway, so power cabling like this, kind of scary, obviously, because you will have people wandering back and forth around here. You have just, you know, cables running on the floor. Very, very hazardous, very, very scary. And then there is somebody's, you know, dinner on top there. So, lunch, whatever. That is one of those crab eats, or grab eats, whichever it is, actually. And crew 15. Right, let's walk around upstairs a circle before I start going downstairs. So as you can see, this place is not prettiest. We don't have really a, you know, like a cleaning crew, because this trash has been here every single time I have visited the place. So either the people on these pods here, they are very messy eaters and whatnot, or then there is just no, you know, cleaning crew. Either way, that sucks a little bad. That sucks just bad. Because, I mean, there's a garbage bin right next to it. Maybe the trash bin, maybe they didn't figure out how the, you know, the trash works either. So they just had to throw it on the floor around the trash bin and hope that somebody figures it out and puts their trash in there. Seems kind of illogical still, but anyway. But yeah. Also, somebody tell me, how are those chopsticks staying like they are when it's on its side? That is some extraterrestrial physics right there. Right, let us make our way downstairs and to the other decks to actually talk about the rest of this place then. There is more garbage next to the garbage bin. Obviously, this is a very nice depiction of the world as we know it. I mean, garbage has a tendency to collect next to a garbage bin. For some reason, people like cannot put the garbage into the garbage bin the same way you like have, you know, cigarette butts right next to the freaking place where you are supposed to put them. No, instead they are in the on the ground, not in the ground. Well, they can be in the ground as well, around it. So yeah, there is that. Very nice depiction of the real world and kind of making fun of it as well. I'm nothing against that. So this deck 1 is the area where all the interesting stuff basically happens. Unless you are a garbage collector, in which case you want to go upstairs to the other areas. These are all the launch pads. Launch pads let you launch a ship, which you can then go and gather from one of the launch pads and go and fly around with it. Sounds fun, right? Yes, it does. So you use one of these terminals here to launch a ship, and it, you know, puts it on a free pad and tells you on the terminal right then and there which pad it is on. And then you go and, you know, toy around with the ship. Right, so other than that, well, we are not here to talk about the ships, and we are not going outside, not in this video. I'll do the outside walk, well, another time. So we have a little bit of a depiction of the world right here, right now. I mean, this is supposed to be the star and planets. They're supposed to be this space station. This is very nicely done, right? We are supposed to be inside that station, depicted right there. At least that's what I am assuming. I have no idea because I don't know a point of reference other than, you know, that one. So yeah, I'm quite liking this kind of art thing. It's very, very nice piece of addition and detail onto this. And also this table with all the... Let's go up the stairs so you can get a good view. This looks brilliant, doesn't it? I really, really like how it looks. It just looks good, right? Well, that's my opinion of it anyway. So the various landing pads you can... there are, well, these glowy things telling you signposts, telling you where to go, and apparently they want you to strut your way over onto their landing pad. Yeah, whatever. So, these nooks and crannies, no idea where all these doors will eventually lead to, if anywhere. Like, if these assets from the Port Olisar will be integrated into full game as they are, and we have like adjacent sectors or whatever, adjacent pieces of the station we can get to through these doors eventually. I do not know yet. We will find out. More garbage, another crab eat, whatever. And actually, this one has 2 of these things, which is kind of nifty. I thought though you would put 2 garbage bins next to the place where you had both a, you know, crab eat and the energy drink side by side, instead of like putting 2 next to the one. Anyway, that's for somebody else. So this is the depressurization chamber, and I'm going to show that in the other video where I walk outside of the space station and talk about all of that stuff out there on the landing pads and so forth. So you use the panel to open the door, and you go out into the depressurization chamber, and then you walk outside. And then on this side you have these massive windows where you can, well, enjoy what is happening outside. I do really appreciate that they made it in such a way that you can actually see in real time what is happening outside. Like if you have a friend out there and they are doing something with their ship, you can really watch them do it from out here. That is brilliant. That is really good. I wish these chairs or couches or whatever they are supposed to be could be sat on actually though. Because I haven't found a way. I mean, I can stand on it, I can crouch on it, but I cannot sit on it. That would be a very nice little addition, obviously. Not very necessary addition, but a little bit of an immersion. You could sit there and watch somebody toy around with their ship on the landing pad, and then watch them crash it into the landing pad and explode in a horrible fashion, and then hope that these glass panes actually, well, are durable enough that if something impacts on them, they will not break and suck you into the vacuum. Right. So. This place, kind of nice. I really like that they did that, and I also like that they decided to, you know what? Let us give a good view all over. Because if you're back here and these upper windows here didn't exist. Whoa, did my game crash? So, apparently my game did not crash, instead I was kicked out of Port Olisar, and when I tried to go back into Port Olisar, I could not. It was not even available to be, you know, transported to load into. So Port Olisar essentially crashed. Or somebody did something else which caused it to be, you know, unavailable for everybody. So, yeah, I will return there, but I will leave this here to remind everybody that we are in the alpha stages of this game, after all. So, yeah, let's get back to it. Okay, we are back after Port Olisar crashed for a short time, and it is now back up and running, and I am back in the same place. About the same place anyway, location might be just slightly few meters different. Anyway, I was talking about the windows, and the thing is, if they had not added those topmost panes there on the edge of these windows, you couldn't actually see the whole spinning thing unless you came really close. This way, you can see it from way back here, you can see the whole spinning thing, and the rotation is kind of needed to maintain gravity. Nobody has explained that there is any other kind of method to get gravity yet on these ships and things, so the rotation is required. The same way Earth rotates to create its gravity. Anyway, I like those windows. Because of that, those glass panes. Diamond laminate, anyway. Crab eat, but no garbage. Maybe nobody uses this one, or then people in this area are just much better with their garbage. What is that? It's like It says something you pull to open the window, I suppose. You release the window from its things. Are they locked? Can I pull this? Can I pull this and see what happens? Please? Somebody, please? Do you have a key for this? Huh? That would be brilliant. I wanna know what happens when you pull this. Does the window like break off its supports and everything? Does it come off? Would we all be sucked out into the vacuum? Okay, he left. Okay, leave me alone then. God damn it. I really wanted to find out what happens if I pull that thing. Oh well. Edges commercials. Look at that. That is familiar looking ship. Nope. Anyway, it is a familiar looking ship. And then we have the rest of these airlocks. Airlock, keep clear. And the rest of the place. Overall though, the Port Olisar, as it is from inside, is not very large. Like in all honesty, it's not very large. It's basically just a hangar. You come to pick your ship from one of these terminals, then you walk out through to the correct pad where it put your ship at, and then you start flying around. That's the main thing there is to it, really. But let's take a look at one of these booths before I conclude this video finally. So, screens with nothing in them. Somehow that reminds me of the, you know, Volt Tech TVs. Screen with static noise. Maybe with a Volt Boy, Volt Girl logo on it. Why is that? That is the one thing I really have no idea what it is. Why it exists. What it represents. The larger than life questions. Why does it need to exist? Like a pen sharpener for the left-handed people. Anyway, food, which actually looks like food. Okay, that looks very weird. Okay, let's not do that. Somebody's gonna get dizzy and like you go like nuts and whatnot. Okay, get me on this chair so I can look at the food. I don't know if that really looks like something you can eat with chopsticks. I really don't know. But anyway, now you have had a look at the food, and then there is the extra... What? Grab eat. Big... What? What is it? Big what? Ah, right, it's the big banished thing. Right, I like, for a moment I thought it was something completely else than big banish. What is the coffee maker? I assume it is coffee. It is the whatever its name was. Whatever its face was. Huh? I have seen that logo somewhere else. Maybe it was in social module, maybe? God damn it, you can't find a good angle to get a good look at it. That sucks. Come on, I wanna look at what happened with the coffee cup. Or what is with the coffee cup. Okay. This is not working very well, is it? Not for me. Maybe I will live without knowing what the coffee cup says. I wanna find out though. I'm going to find an angle. God damn it. Okay. I will skip you. I will save you from the insanity of me trying to find out what the coffee cup says. Because, I mean, I realize not everybody is into that kind of thing, but I love to take a look at minor details which really immerse you into it and also bring the world around you to life. And that is what makes a video game to me. All the tiny details you don't normally pay any attention to, but when they are missing, you notice it. Like, imagine if all of these screens here had nothing on them. Like, if all of these screens were like the screens on the reception desk, completely empty. Everybody would complain about it. You would have people saying that, okay, what's up with this? Didn't they have the resources? Didn't they do anything? But when they are detailed like they are here, you have these very nicely done freaking screens for this thing, for this thing, for the ones in the ships and so forth, in the social module, all over the place. Nobody really talks about it. And that is a shame, because I really appreciate this kind of detailing. I mean, come on. This looks fantastic, right? It really does. At least it does to me, I don't know about you. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this Port Olisar indoors look. I will do an outdoors look sometime soon as well. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching and hanging out.